All right. Is Canelo in your top? You know what? Can you give me your top 5? Because Canelo, he was in the top 5 regularly the last, I want to say, 5-7 years. But now some people have him, some people don't. Can I get your full top 5?
Yeah, he's not in my top 5 anymore. Okay. Top 10 for sure, but not top 5. Number 1 for me is Inoue.
Ooh, that's my number one too.
Yeah, I think that kid is like he's special. I think that kid is special. Power, speed, angles, precision. Like he has every day. I mean, his defense could get better, but he has the defense. Like his defense is more like distance than actual like high guard or like whatever. But he's more protective when there's things to worry about coming back. The times that I've seen him get caught, like against Louis Neri, it's more so I just don't respect you and I'm coming in so crazy, and he could get hit with a counter shot like in that way, which we saw. Mm-hmm. But Inoue is special, so I think he's number 1. I get controversy for this one too because I made some controversial takes about Usyk, but I think Bud is number 2. I think I got Inoue, Terrence Crawford at number 2, Usyk at number 3. Yeah, the Usyk thing, man. I gotta talk to you about the Usyk thing.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to give your list for me to ask. But let's go on to Usyk.
You wanna go? It's his. I took a lot of heat on on Usyk's last fight against Fury, the second one.
Okay.
I thought the thing is I think that fight made it to where people put him in contention for like the top something heavyweights of all time. Like I saw people saying top 3 heavyweights all time.
That's wild.
I think that's what I'm saying, and I'm like, that's in the history of heavyweights, he's top 10. I could say maybe coming toward the latter end of 10, but like
I don't even know
top
if he's top
5.
I don't even know if he's top 10.
That's what I'm saying,
yeah.
and I think he's
heavyweight got some killers, man. Like,
and I'm just like, come on, man.
Listen, what he did. Man. Listen, and I'm talking about a heavyweight. What he did doesn't compare to what Mike Tyson did. Mike Tyson wiped out a division at 20, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not disrespecting what Usyk has done, but let's not. Top 3 is wild. I don't know. I never seen that. Listen,
yeah.
But if we encompass his whole career, from gold medal to undisputed at cruiserweight, undisputed at heavyweight, completely wiped out a division. Cleanly. He got vacated. The IBF went to a fighter that he already knocked out. So he is, if we talk about his resume, he is on a level where he could talk about his career against anybody's, but
he's on the level. Yeah. It's just, I don't like that. Like the same way we talk about Terrence Crawford's resume, or people be like, man, his 140 run was weak. Can we be honest about his cruiserweight run?
Nah, come on.
Could we be honest? Like Bradis is a really good fighter, right?
Yeah.
Like he's the guy that's closest to A level.
Okay.
But like outside of that, like who are we talking? That's like
we gotta add context.
You know what I'm saying?
We gotta add context to those wins. He beat all those guys in their home country. Yeah. And the undisputed fight was the World Boxing Super Series. It was for undisputed, and he was a Ukrainian going to Russia and fighting in that home country. That win alone cements that cruiserweight. You know the type of pressure and tension that must.
Are we talking about Glowowski? What's the? I don't know how to pronounce it.
No,
his name with the G.
I forget.
I forget how to pronounce his name.
That's not him. It's damn. I'm slipping on the Russian's last name right now. Whatever. Point is, he went to Russia and fought another champion, fought undisputed, for the World Boxing Super Series in a time where there was tension amongst the countries, and pulled that off. That win right there in history is big for me, man. The context, that's like a Joe Louis, Max Schmeling type win. Because at the end of the day, who's Max Schmeling? But when you add context, though, the president telling you, yo, listen, we need those muscles to protect us from this government that the most evil people. Yeah. I feel like, not comparing Russia to Nazi Germany, but I'm saying that context of tension between countries.
Yeah.
I think that's an all-time great win. Man.
I can see that.
That's an all-time great win.
I just feel like if we're looking at the spectrum and the scope of who those guys that he beat for undisputed, like who did they beat, or like what makes them great?
I mean, how closely do you follow cruiserweight?
That's one of the weakest divisions, but I mean, I've looked at it. You know what I'm saying? The back of my position, but I'm just saying is, I think for us to call Crawford's run at certain things, like his 140 run weak, but we don't question his cruiserweight run, I think it's like, you know, I would say Usyk is better, but it's not too far apart to where it's like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't really hear people criticize that.
All
you know
right,
what I'm saying?
all right. Hey, listen, we had an open discussion about it, so let's let that simmer right there. Let's move on to number 4 because it was your number 3.
Number 4 is where it gets tricky. So that's the top 3.
We got Bivol, Beterbiev,
Bivol got to be number 4. Yeah, Bivol got to be number 4. I mean, I thought he won the first fight too. Obviously, what he did this last one against Beterbiev.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Oh my God,
that was amazing.
Oh my God, the adjustments to, you know, obviously he beat Canelo, but right, he, you know, this guy Bivol is he's got the goods. He also has one of the best. I think he's second in defensive rating. Plus minus after Shakur Stevenson. So the guy's defense is just like amazing. Underrated.
And he has the best jab in boxing.
Man. So and his footwork is amazing. So Bivol and then my number 5, Jesse Bam Rodriguez. That kid right
Super
there.
Nice.
Oh, I love Bam.
Super nice.
Bam is one of those, like, I'm so glad I was ringside for Bam's last fight at the Boots card. This guy is just, bro, and especially because, you know, everybody likes to say Mexican style.
Yeah.
He got Mexican style, but he got everything else too. He got the jab, he got the footwork, he has power, his IQ.
Yeah.
He's not scared. Like, I think Bam is like, he's one of them ones, and I can't wait till he starts to get in the mix with those Japanese killers.
Oh man.
I can't wait.
Listen,
Nakatani, we need that.
The top 3 pound for pound, it's always a little bit boring. Yours not so much because there was a little controversy, but the 4 and 5 is where it gets interesting because you guys like Nakatani, you got guys like Bam Rodriguez, Bivol, even Beterbiev. Yeah, he lost, but who the fuck he lost to? So I'm not going to totally discount Beterbiev. Yeah. So we got him who could possibly be a number 4 or 5. So those last, you know, it gets real interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
It gets real interesting, and we got some killers now. Like, a lot of people like to complain about boxing and as to where we are with it and the talent level. But I think when you look at that top 8 pound for pound, top 10, you go, man, there's a lot of talent out here.
A lot of talent. And they all from different areas and places. That's
there's
what I
nobody
love too.
dominating. There's nobody dominating.
It's all over the world. The world, it's a global sport, man. And, you know, we're seeing that on our top 10 list.
Yeah, look at your top 5. Totally unbiased, right? You had number 1, Japanese. Number 2, American. Number 3, Ukrainian. Number 4, Russian. And number 5, Mexican American. So, like,
it's all over.
You get what I'm saying? Ain't not one is totally dominating nothing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. This is a interesting time we living in.